Greetings everyone. My name is Pushaan and I'm 17 years old. And I'm here today to ask you all one question. If our life is an iceberg, what is that underwater portion that saves us? Today's TEDx theme is Upside Down, and it invites us to reevaluate the way we view life's milestones and values. Often below the surface of the iceberg is what creates our values and is formed during our childhood. My parents have shaped that foundation deeply. My father, who's a businessman, and my mother, who is a doctor, have each taught me lessons about financial literacy that extend far beyond just my genes. My journey into financial literacy began at the age of 13. I remember sitting down with my parents and telling them that I wanted a PS5. This is when I was taught passion and the wonders of hard work. So, after teaching yoga and buying my own PS5, I learned lessons about financial literacy that are now more important to me than my PlayStation, which was my aim at the first place. Today, I'm going to share the life lessons that my parents have instilled in me, especially around financial literacy. From an early age, I found yoga to be a mix of both discipline and creativity, two things that I thrived on. After spending years practicing, I decided to take my passion to the next level by competing in the Indian High Commissioner's National Yoga Competition. I poured everything into my video submission, and when I won, it felt surreal knowing that all my hard work had led me there. Winning first place was an incredible moment as it turned my achievement into reality. But I decided that this was not just a victory, it was an opportunity. So, with the prize money in hand, I decided to launch my own yoga classes, using my champion credentials as a selling point. I reinvested my winnings to advertise my classes, and I created flyers and I built up my reputation in the community. My yoga sessions quickly gained traction and they started attracting more clients who were excited to learn from someone that was recognized by the Indian High Commission. It was a full circle moment. I was teaching others the very thing that had led me to this place. The income from my classes not only helped me grow my entrepreneurial skills, it also allowed me to finally make a big purchase, a PS5, something that I'd long wanted. Looking back, what started as a competition ended up being a lesson in the power of ambition, hard work, and smart investment. Firstly, I learned the importance of learning. Reading is food for the soul, and it enriches our lives beyond our perception. I love reading, and I've learned a lot from books as well. Over the course of my lifetime, I must have read over 2,000 books, and out of all of these books, I love reading Rich Dad Poor Dad, from which I learned the difference between assets and liabilities. An asset is something that puts money into your pockets, while a liability takes money out. Before reading this book, I was focused on making more money to buy things that were in fact liabilities, like expensive clothes or gadgets that lost value the moment I bought them. I experienced the difference between wants and needs when I was saving up for bigger purchases. At times, I would find myself tempted by things I didn't really need, but my parents would gently remind me to think it through, to consider if it was really a priority. They taught me that sometimes it's the things you choose not to buy that can make the most difference. This was powerful because it taught me to find happiness in what I create, not just in what I own. Another defining experience was when I learned about delayed gratification. When I started my clothing business, the profits didn't roll in immediately. In those early days, I would often find myself questioning if all the effort was worth it. But my parents encouraged me to stay focused and to be patient. They explained that real success doesn't come instantly, it's the result of continuous, steady work. Over time, I saw these results and it taught me the value of perseverance. This was more than just financial wisdom. It showed me the satisfaction of building something meaningful, even if it takes time. Social media constantly pushes us towards instant gratification. We see someone living their best life and we feel the need to match it. Delayed gratification is about resisting the pull of buying something because it's trending or because everybody has it. Instead, is learning to prioritize long-term goals over short-term desires. Building a personal budgeting system can help make this a habit. When we allocate a portion of our income to savings first, we're sending a message to ourselves. Our future matters. One of the biggest lessons came when I learned about taking ownership in my finances by valuing every shilling. In my clothing business, I had to be fully accountable for every choice I made. There were times when I wanted to say, if only I had more money, I could do more. But my parents reminded me that it's up to us to create our own opportunities. That mindset pushed me to work harder, to be creative, and to take full responsibility of my financial journey. To stay financially secure, what I've learned is that it's essential to focus on three things: smart investments, consistent savings, and limiting the amount of money you lose. My ideal approach to saving is to allocate 20% of my incomes directly to savings, which ensures I have an accessible safety net. After setting up an emergency fund, the next step will be to invest the 20%, allowing my money to work for me over time. I look at it as a game, as assets, after all, are things that bring money into my life, so I really want to prioritize those. To keep my spending in check, I'll reserve 50% of my income for essentials. This covers all necessary expenses, like housing and loans, without pushing me beyond my means. Sticking to this budget holds me accountable and makes sure I don't overspend. Lastly, because I'm young and because enjoying life is also important, I'll use 30% of my income for wants, whether that means a night out with my friends, a vacation, or simply indulging in those hobbies that I really enjoy. Starting young is a huge advantage. The earlier I invest, the more time I give my money to grow. This plan also lets me dive deeper into financial literacy, equipping me to make smarter financial choices as I move forward. Perhaps most importantly, I've learned that financial literacy is about freedom. Understanding money means having the freedom to live life on your own terms. This insight has been life-changing because it's not just about avoiding debt or building wealth, it's about being able to focus on what really matters to me without being held back by financial worries. Each of these experiences has taught me that financial literacy isn't just a skill, it's a way of seeing the world. Money, in its truest form, is not the purpose, but the passage. It's a silent ally in the pursuit of life's deepest treasures. Financial wisdom is not simply in knowing how to earn, how to save, or how to invest. It's in learning how to release oneself from the grasp of worry, to give with grace, and to build a foundation on which dreams and kindness may thrive. When we master money, we master time. And it is time, not wealth, that lets us embrace what truly matters. From the quiet moments of peace to the bold pursuits of passion. Thank you.